Welcome to Brainwreck. I'm Jason Axe.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the podcast that, we tend to get a little bit lucky every now and then. You know what I'm saying there, pal?
Do we ever?
Yeah, I just entered into this contest for the rock star energy. They're doing this thing with the Gears 5 game, not a sponsor. They're doing a thing with the Gears.
But hey, wait.
5.
You say not a sponsor, but I guarantee you, for probably lower than they would pay anywhere else, they could be a sponsor. Because here at Brainwreck, we are open for sponsors. If you want to give us money, we will be more than happy to advertise your brand on our brand. I'm getting flashes from you right now, and it's scaring me. What's happening?
The luck is just coming right off.
Apparently, apparently wherever you are, some back alley, I'm guessing your Wi-Fi is probably not as strong as mine.
Right.
Which is a situation we'll talk about in a little bit, but...
Okay.
Good, because I feel like we both had some adventures recently.
Yeah, I don't know where you are.
We'll cross that bridge. It's some things happened.
Okay.
A lot of confusion, a lot of missteps. We were planning to meet up again, but here I am.
Happens on the show.
Here I am. Once again, not there. I'm here. You're there.
Well, to be fair, I kind of took my own detour after my fortunes changed. So I'm not exactly supposed to be here either. So we're kind of like, life's an adventure.
It is an adventure. That's why we do this show. You're freaking out. Do you need to reset or something?
I don't know. Oh well, we're live.
We're live, pal.
But anyway, this back alley, signal. What have you?
The signal. It's you got some weird voodoo stuff happening.
Right, but life's an adventure.
Right.
You never fucking know.
I always
where life's gonna take you.
Now, you say life is an adventure. I was always under the impression too that life was a highway.
I always thought they were saying life is a highway. You can drive it on my lawn. And I didn't understand. Why,
though, would you drive a highway? I mean, I feel like at that point, you're kind of doing some, Who Framed Roger Rabbit bullshit where you're trying to knock down the neighborhood to put up a freeway.
That did happen. What? in that movie.
Well, yeah.
That was the plot.
Yeah.
So solid reference.
Okay.
But I just thought you were pissed at your neighbor, he owed you money, and so you're doing burnouts on his lawn. I thought that's what that song was about.
So the highway is wherever you're traveling.
Right.
That is
life's
the
highway.
This got deeper than what I expected it to. I expected this to be some bullshit, but hey, here we are finding out that you are the I guess the gravel placer of your own highway. Drive it on your neighbor's lawn if you
can dig
to.
that.
Yeah,
I can dig it. Anyway, so you never know what you're gonna expect, and sometimes Lady Luck likes to pay you a visit every now and then.
Did you get lucky?
You slip her a 20.
Whoa,
she comes
wait.
home with you, pal.
You leaving that on the dresser?
Well, I don't want the cleaning to take it, So you gotta.
I don't think they clean those rooms.
It's fair.
I think I've accidentally stumbled upon one of those rooms once, and it was just not. It was not a pleasant experience.
Accidentally, huh?
Accidentally. I was dirtier after the shower, oddly enough. It's amazing how... Whew, oh, yeah.
Nashville's lovely.
Yeah, all right. Hey, good for you for remembering.
I listen.
you listen. Unlike me, but hey, one of us has got to be the archivist of the show.
Right. So anyways, I had a change of fortunes.
Right.
As you may all know, and if you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
Now you know.
I run a small business.
You do run a small business.
A comic book business of my own comic.
What's the name of that comic book?
Well, the name, motherfucker. The name of the book was is The Devil Within.
Right.
And you can go to devilwithincomic.com,
Yeah.
get your copy today. We got issues number 1, number 2 out. 3 is coming up fast.
I believe I saw some previews.
There was some previews. Please go
some
to our
teases.
social media, which is Devil Within Comic across all social media except for Twitter, because like characters and shit.
You'll
find it.
There's like some under. Not even gonna elaborate. Just you'll find it. It's there.
Listen,
You'll know when you see it.
Much like everything else in this life, if you want it bad enough, you'll find it.
Okay. I'm glad you went with finding it and not you'll get it, because listen, some things you want, you're not allowed to have. Okay, that's just. Let's just leave that there.
Life's not fair.
Okay. There are also laws and some rules, and we don't break those rules here.
Anyway, I run a small business.
Yeah.
So you're always pinching pennies.
Mm-hmm.
You're always trying to get something for nothing.
Right.
You're always trying to maximize every dollar.
Sure.
So when shipping out comic books, this is horrible. I don't know what
you're
what
bugging out. Yeah.
I told you
That bad. It was fine before the show started.
As it always is.
As it always is.
But so one of the expenses in running the business that I run is that you have to pay for shipping and shipping supplies.
There's overhead in running a business,
and that can get a little costly. It's not cheap to go to the dollar store every 5 fucking days and buy bubble wrap,
because those dollars add up.
Tape. They do.
They add up big time.
Even though everything's $1.
Yeah.
Listen, you get 5 things.
That's $5 plus tax.
No tax.
Yeah, I was gonna say tax. So it's
like 5. Christy, what's the math on tax?
5.
What's the exchange rate?
I always used to get that when I worked at the video store, because we had the rentals that were $1.
Mm-hmm.
So people would come in,
slap their hard-earned dollar on the table,
and I'd be handed single dollar bills along with the movie they wanted to rent, and I'd ring it up, and I'd be like 108, and they're like, "But it's $1."
540.
And I'm like, "Well, 108 is."
Was that Texas math or is that New York math?
Because 8 cents on the dollar. It's tax.
But is it 8 cents where you are?
Actually, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Christy, what's the math on the Texas? Please.
What's the Texas math?
But like they would always get pissed at me because they'd be like, "It says $1," and I'm like, "Yeah, but there's tax." And they're like, "But you say $1."
Cuomo's getting his money.
And I'm like,
right?
"Okay, I'm not the government. I work at a video store. Do you want, Can't Hardly Wait or not? Like this is your chance to take this movie home and watch it for 5 days and then bring it back. If you bring it back late, there's a surcharge for that.
More than $1.
More than $1, yeah.
Wait, where do we?
I don't know, but like
$1.
Side note, because there would be the people like that, and then there would just be the people who would come in, and I would just be like, ding, free rental. There you go. Have a good day.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh wow, you guys got higher tax.
I don't know what our tax rate is. It's not a round number, so
it's like 8.2 or something stupid.
So, oh okay. Oh, you're getting those faster than me. I was gonna say 4 because 4 is kind of like a square number, where 8's two circles on top of each other.
That's pretty round.
Yeah, it's pretty round. And there's a 0 in front of it because 0.08. 8
well,
cents.
if you had a 0 in the middle of it, that'd be nipples.
I don't know why that was so funny. Anyways, you're buying school supplies at the goddamn dollar store for your comic book.
Yeah, for the comic book, for the shipping supply. So anyway,
right.
So the other thing that I tend to do is, as you know, as some of our viewers know, I tend to go to cons.
You do
as well.
You go work that con circuit.
Exactly. So I tend to frequent the secondhand stores, the thrift stores, the 5 and dimes, the Goodwills, things of that nature. For
did you pick up your first real Six string
at the five and dime.
You know he's
You can
Canadian.
go fuck yourself, sir.
You know that he's Canadian.
Well, then isn't it like? Then isn't it really like a 5 and 15?
A 5 and a Timbit.
Yeah, a toonie.
A toonie. A loony.
A loony.
Whatever fucking Monopoly money they have up there.
5 and a loony.
5 and a loony. Fuck 'em.
Anyway. I tend to go there as well to find any type of like display stuff
right.
or anything that I can use for the cons as well to kind of save some money.
Sure.
So the other day we were at the thrift store and I was looking at the stuff and I see this woman roll in 2 shopping carts full of bubble wrap.
Oh.
And I'm like I'm a fucking hawk to a goddamn. What the fuck do they eat?
Wait, you were at the thrift store.
Yes.
And a woman rolls up with bubble wrap.
Yes. From outside.
From outside.
Okay. Loaded up a bunch of shopping carts, rolled it in.
Okay.
And so like as soon as they come in, I'm like fucking
price
snake on water or whatever.
Water snakes.
Gotta watch out for those.
Gotta watch out for those water snakes.
The water snakes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
get you.
So I'm in the back of the store.
Oh,
and when
so
I see
you
this,
like scoped that out.
I start power walking. So I start but I don't want to be obvious and I don't want to be rude. So like I power walk to the front of the store and then like I quickly like start looking at a display case while doing one of these like side-eyed things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at this fucking bullshit Mickey Mouse watch or whatever the fuck.
Right.
And so I'm overhearing it, and it was the woman who worked at the China Walk.
Which is like right. Yeah. That's like
down,
across the plaza.
And she goes, hey, I've got this bubble wrap for you. And the woman behind the counter is like, what? And she's like, no, like I come in here all the time and I give you the bubble wrap. And she's like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, well, no, just ask your manager. And so she calls up the manager.
Right.
And the manager goes to the front and the manager goes like, hi. The manager has never seen her before in her life.
Okay.
And she goes, I've got your bubble wrap. And she goes, what bubble wrap? And she goes, she points to the 2 fucking full carts of bubble wrap. She's like, I've got your bubble wrap. And she's like, God. Oh, and she goes like, yeah, you take these and you use them for like the cups and the like dishes.
Yeah, because like they always wrap the glassware. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the manager's like, no, we usually use like paper for that, like newspaper and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she's like, so do you want the bubble wrap? And the manager's
just getting right to the point. Yeah.
Basically at this point, because she's like, kudos to her. She's trying to do something good.
She's trying to help them,
she's trying to help them out, and they want fucking nothing to do with nobody.
Okay, because here's my question, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
This woman who came in with all the bubble wrap clearly thought that there was a prior exchange that took place.
Yeah.
The people working have no idea in regards to what's going on.
Correct.
First of all, where did this woman accumulate all this bubble wrap?
Well, from her business at the China Walk.
But like, was it loose bubble wrap? Was it like packed?
It was like a big spool. So like, you ever go to Walmart and you see like they sell the big spool?
Yeah.
It was basically the equivalent of 4 of those.
Okay, that's a lot of bubble wrap.
It was a lot of fucking bubble wrap, right? What I assume it is if you own a Chinese takeout business, you have to buy containers to put your food in.
Right.
When they ship you the containers, they're going to bubble wrap them. So that is what I am assuming bubble wrap is from.
The containers are usually like styrofoam.
Well, yeah, but you want to bubble wrap the styrofoam so they don't fucking break when they're shipping to your restaurant.
Do they?
I don't know. Maybe it was chicken. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Anyway.
You just have bubble wrap chicken.
It's a special. So anyway, they finally are like, yeah, I guess we'll take it, sure. And so she leaves the carts and leaves the store.
Right.
And like the manager's looking at the lady behind the counter. She's like, why? Why did you let this woman come in with all this fucking bubble wrap? Like, what are we supposed to do with all this fucking bubble wrap? And I just calmly walk up and I said, hey, y'all want this bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Because I'll take this bubble wrap. And they're like, well, like, how much do you want? And I'm like, I'll take whatever you want to give me. I got small business. I'll put it to good use.
Yeah.
However much you want to give me. And so, like, the manager, like, looks at the lady behind the counter and then looks back at me and then looks back at the lady behind the counter and she goes, and just fucking take all of it. I don't care.
I was gonna say, and because like see, and that would have been the price I would have offered, because at that point I would have been like, look, you clearly don't want or need this. You're using newspaper to wrap your shit, even though bubble wrap is way better to use for your customers.
Yes.
So at that point, like, they've got inventory they don't need, supplies they don't need, and it's like, you were literally just handed this. I know how much you paid for it. You don't want it. It's not value to you. I can take it off of your hand. So I'm giving you a valuable.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I was eliminating a problem that was just dumped on them. So like they were happy to oblige, and I legit probably got $40 in bubble wrap.
That's a good haul.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, especially with the Kickstarter that'll be starting up soon for issue number 3. Please stay tuned. Go to thedevilwithincomic.com and make sure you subscribe to our Facebook page.
So, what are the things that? And I mean, did you have any more with that?
Not really.
Because all right, because you were sort of like texting me and like during a time where like I was just like, I don't know what's happening with him right now, so I'm just gonna let whatever's going on there work itself out, and then I'll follow up. Because you sent me a photo first, like this is what kind of kicked it off. You sent me a photo with like an Indiana Jones figure.
Yes,
there was no there was no context.
Well, no, it was an Indiana Jones figure at the thrift store. I thought it was dope.
Okay, so that so that was the entire context to that photo.
Yeah, like it's Harrison Ford. It's dope.
Okay. And then you sent me a text saying that there was a woman who you fought because she didn't like Woody Harrelson.
Yes, that also happened.
What is... Okay, because that I saw, and I'm like, I don't know what kind of shit he's getting into right now, but I'm just going to let him do him.
Yeah, so like, so this was the thrift store. Like, you go to the thrift store, you're going to have yourself an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
That's just what's going to happen. So, yeah, so we went over the toy section. I saw Indy. I was like, oh, man, this is dope. But, like, it's half broken, but, like, his face still looks like Harrison Ford. So, like, I sent the picture and sent it to you.
Right.
And I was like, hey, it's Indy. It's awesome. So, I'm cruising around, and I'm getting closer to the DVD section.
Oh, yeah?
And there's this old couple there. Oh, my God. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's this old couple there. And they're going through DVDs, like, trying to find whatever the fuck they're going to watch that night or whatever. And, like, she pulls up this one movie, and she goes, ugh, Woody Harrelson. And, like, puts it back. And I go, excuse me? And she goes, yeah, I just don't like him.
What's not to like?
He is a national treasure,
He's
ma'am.
A goddamn national treasure.
So, like, you know, what is happening here? I don't understand. And the husband, like, starts giving me, like, you don't want it. Like,
but believe me, you don't want any of this.
no, you don't want it. So, like, after a couple things, I was like, Cheers.
Cheers.
I was like, No Country for Old Men. You know, like,
oh yeah, he was in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was awesome. And I just started listening, and she's just like, I don't watch these. And I'm like, good day, ma'am. Good day.
Okay, because what I would have done is I would have waited to see what movie she did pick out.
That's like me and McConaughey.
Christy does not like Matthew McConaughey.
Fair.
What do you mean fair?
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I mean, even if it's, I will say misinformed.
Riff for a minute.
Oh, riff for a minute. Okay.
Yeah, riff for a minute.
But there is, in my opinion, I don't see the issue with Matthew McConaughey, Christy. And if you feel like you want to chime in a little bit more, you're more than welcome to do so wherever you might be. But I mean, he was Great in Dazed and Confused. Fuck, I can't think of any other McConaughey movies right now. Shit. Oh yeah. Like the 5 minutes he was in Wolf of Wall Street. He talks out the side of his mouth. I mean, I kind of do that too a little bit, so like I can kind of relate. I feel like you're being just like a little judgy there with that one. I mean, but like his movies, like have you seen a movie that he's been in where you're like, that's not good? Because that's really like the key thing. I know that Serenity movie he just did was like balls crazy because nobody knew what it was actually supposed to be. Not the Firefly movie. Like, it came out, I think, like a year or two ago. I almost feel like we should watch it just for the craziness. That rom-com I hate. What rom-com? He's mostly done rom-coms. Like early 2000s McConaughey is like primarily rom-coms. So like there could be a number of them. I'm not really sure. We're going to look this up because I feel like this is a debate that needs to be had. I mean, I'm not saying you're not allowed to dislike him. I'm just throwing that out there. You're more than welcome to. Didn't he win a goddamn Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club? Oh shit, True Detective. Oh my god. That's all right. When Axe gets back, we got to talk about True Detective. There you are. Have perfect timing.
Sorry, I had to beat some cats off.
Whoa. Hey, listen. Whoa. Wait. Hey now. Listen. There are 4 things on this show that we do not do. Okay? We don't fuck around with incest. I forgot what the other 2 are. And we don't... Ooh, I think I just snapped my finger. And we don't... That's how important these are. And we don't beat off cats. Okay? That's gross. You should be... And that quick, too. Man, you got, like... I mean...
You're a pro.
Hey, sure.
Well, no, they were... Listen, they were chewing at my shoe.
Okay.
And I had to take care of them.
Okay. What I was going to ask you was, have you seen True Detective?
No.
Okay. Do you like thrillers that aren't by Michael? Do you like thrillers that aren't by Michael Jackson?
Okay. Because I don't know what the fuck he just said. But...
my Wi-Fi might have been a little jumpy there. Because I would recommend True Detective season 1. Nothing past season 1. Because it's got McConaughey.
Oh.
And it's got Woody.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm in.
So I recommend that. I believe we landed on the agreement that Christy just does not like Matthew McConaughey, and that's okay.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah. I, however, am going to continue to appreciate the man. Especially
the reconnaissance.
There's never really. I mean, reconnaissance is kind of always. It's like when everybody says like, "Oh, Keanu Reeves is going through a renaissance right now." It's like, is he though? Because I feel like he never left.
Yeah,
it's always just been Keanu. But McConaughey now being a prestigious professor here in the city of Austin.
Yes.
So we got that going for us.
Yeah, and he was in Tiptoes.
Okay, that's one. Okay. But I was also going to say, let me ask you this question, too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about the movie Serenity that he was in? Not the Firefly movie.
I was going to say, I know the Firefly
You know the Firefly movie. Okay, because when I've asked people, have you seen this movie Serenity that he's in? They're like, he wasn't in Firefly. I'm like, no, it's one that came out like a year ago. Okay.
Oh, no.
I feel because I've only
movies.
Well,
I have kids.
You got time to bootleg WWE pay-per-view, so
Well, that's for free.
Well, yeah, there are lots of things you can do for
I gotta
free.
admit, it's really cool of him to teach the class for like no payment.
Yeah, and like
Oh, listen,
I
he's
also
got
feel
money.
like he's that type of guy who, like, when you kind of have sort of like how Jeff Bridges is very much like the dude in real life.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like McConaughey is kind of like just that laid back,
Mm-hmm.
dazed and confused guy all the
Right.
time.
You know who seems the most not like who he probably really is?
Who?
Owen Wilson.
I think that's been established. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Either that or Kevin Spacey.
I think that's also been. I think that's also been very well established and documented, sir.
Yes.
Um,
Court documents, actually.
yeah, still on trial, perhaps. But I was
Anyway.
going to say, we should try to figure out a way. But he played a pedophile in Dazed and Confused.
It was the 70s, though, so, like...
You know what? I'm not making excuses for anybody.
Well, wasn't the age different then?
I don't think it was.
I think it was 16. And that girl was clearly older than 16.
That's...
I mean, they were all 47
That's not an
playing high school
excuse!
girls.
Listen, there are 5 rules we have on this show. Okay? I don't have time to go through them all right now, but they're there.
No, the actress was at least 27 playing a 17-year-old.
Well, that doesn't make it any better.
I mean, they were probably the same age.
We don't need to go down this rabbit hole. What I was going to say is we should try to play, or we should try to figure out a way to do like a viewing of this movie Serenity, because I've only heard about it through a podcast.
Okay.
And I know what happens. But
Spoilers.
But I still feel like the visual of it all will be just balls fucking crazy. So I feel like this is something we should try to do, and then we'll all sort of group together and do a review and
Yes, I do,
reaction
Christy.
to it.
Yes, I do.
Wait, what? Yes, you do what?
No, yes, they do.
Oh, they do. I thought you said
Yeah,
you
they do. That's the next line in the movie.
Yeah,
I was trying
know.
to be cool.
I'm on a delay.
Why are you on a delay? I'm gonna. Where are you? We haven't even established where the hell you are.
Okay, see, we were building to that.
Okay.
So recently.
Oh wait, I know where you.
Come on.
Okay.
I got myself into just like a little bit of trouble, which we'll get into here in a minute. But recently, Christy and I took a weekend trip to the city of Dallas, Texas. We now live in the Austin area, so we had an opportunity to go
Hit TV show
to go to a football game.
Wait, what?
We had an opportunity to go to a football game.
You did?
We did. We went and saw the Packers just beat up the Dallas Cowboys once again in their own home. I was very enthusiastic about what was going on. I was into it. The seats were just wonderful.
How did you get such prized seats?
I had a hookup.
Oh, Big Papa Pump?
Big Papa Pump had a hookup. No, like, you know people, you meet people, you go through people, things happen and you get tickets.
Oh, okay.
So
you also knew George Bush.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't gonna get into it, but goddamn it, I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Listen, people are entitled to be friends with whoever the fuck they want to be friends with. Just as the rest of
we're friends.
We are. Yeah, I know. Wait. Does somebody not? Never mind. So if you want to be friends with somebody who you don't agree with, hey, that's fine. Kudos. You do you. But like, don't fucking come out with some Mickey Mouse Big Bird bullshit. of, oh, it's cute that we're friends. Because, okay, it's fine that you're friends, but it was kind of a bullshit excuse. I don't like George Bush.
Where did you land on that? I'm confused about where you landed on that. It's okay for everybody to be friends with who they want, except for those two.
I feel like there was, because obviously, as soon as we were like kind of heading down to our seats, they were showing a bunch of stuff, and we saw George Bush on the field with his family, and there was like a big eruption, and you could almost hear my eye rolls over the reaction of the crowd. We did not know that Ellen was in attendance.
Okay.
I did not realize that people felt so strongly about them being friends, which I was like, okay, that's a bit of an overreaction. But then, like, listening to her sort of reaction to the reactions, I'm like, you're kind of dancing, no pun intended, around some key points here, because it was very much framed up as, oh, gay Hollywood liberal, friends with, a conservative Republican ex-president. And it's like, he was a little more than that. But...
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, it'd be a different story if she was sitting next to, like, Dick Cheney or something, but, like that I could see more.
Well, yeah, he tried to kill a guy.
And the other guy apologized.
The other guy, I know, and the other guy apologized. Like, what the fuck? I just think that like,
I didn't see anything wrong with either the situation or the follow up. So your reaction is news to me.
I thought the reaction was kind of deflective.
Well, sure. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, I don't give a fuck. I got more important things to worry about than who Ellen is fucking friends with. So,
well, no kidding. But like, at the end of the day, she was trying to take something that people thought was outrageous and put a positive spin that would be helpful to other people. And what the fuck is wrong with that?
Well, it's the way she did it.
Well, I don't give a fuck how I don't watch that show.
I don't watch it either. Although I do kind of watch it because it's always on when I'm at the gym now.
Okay.
So, like, it's kind of like before, I would always be at the gym when, like, the 5 was on Fox News, and I, like, just had to look at those smug motherfuckers for, like, 20 minutes.
So you're watching Ellen?
So now I'm just watching Ellen dancing, and I'm like, this is, like, almost as bad because, like, no, I feel like nobody there is having fun. I feel like it's just the type of thing where they pump gas into the room, and everybody's like, this is fun, I'm having fun, so much fun. Did we get a car in this show? I don't know what happens. Are you going full Greg on me, bro? What? No. Wait, what the fuck is Greg? Your bassist? Oh, that guy. No. I don't wear collars.
Okay, moving on.
Anyways, so we got way off track. We went
to a football game.
We went to a football game in Dallas. Yeah. And the game was on Sunday, and I said, hey, let's go. We know what we should do. We should get a hotel in Dallas, in downtown, the night before, kind of spend the day, spend the night in the city, and then go to the game the next day. What do you think? And Christy goes, I thought that's what we were already doing. And I was like, I hadn't planned, but we're on board. Cool. So we booked a hotel, drove up, and I didn't really like. I looked for hotels that were like relatively close to the stadium, and then come to find out, I know nothing about the city of Dallas. Like the stadium is like a half an hour away from downtown.
Oh,
yeah. So it's a bit of a drive.
You didn't Airbnb it?
We did not Airbnb it. Just got a hotel right in downtown because I was like, you know what? Like all of the hotels near the stadium looked kind of like a dirty shower situation.
Gotcha.
So I booked a room in downtown, and I was like, I'll try to find a place that's like relatively close to some, cool bars and restaurants, whatever.
Make a weekend out of it.
Yeah, make a weekend. We'll walk around downtown. We'll do some shopping. We'll do a little drinking. Do a little eating. Kind of get a taste for the city. Yeah, that's not what happened. No. So I probably, hindsight being 2020, I probably should have planned better. Because there's not a lot of stuff to do in Dallas.
Didn't you watch the show, bro?
I didn't watch the show.
And you would have known.
You know, I guess so. Kind of like the only things to do in Dallas is sort of like what I'm stuck in right now. You know, with all this going on behind me. So we get into town. And it's very reminiscent of like almost like downtown Syracuse.
Oh, gross.
That's, you know, I mean, like there's a lot of big buildings. There's some like wall advertisements, like these big grandiose like brands that are painting murals on walls and stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of cool. But then like you look up attractions. And this is where I went, oh no. So Dallas is famous for a few things.
The crickets.
The crickets. That's another thing. We're going to jump ahead real quick.
Okay. Is it like Canada with the moths?
Sure. A little bit. So apparently, this is something I did not realize, but apparently, and this is also kind of happening a little bit in Austin right now, this time of year is like cricket season.
Okay.
And I don't mean
not
like
not
I don't
season?
no, not wabbit season, and I don't mean cricket with like the wooden bat or whatever. I mean like
cheerio.
Like I'm talking about crickets like black field crickets that are like
Oh, come on, bro. You don't have to.
That's what they're called. 1 to 2 inches thick, or long.
Oh, wow.
Whatever. And they are thick motherfuckers too. So we've been noticing, you know, some crickets inside of the apartment and whatnot. Just like the building itself on the outside. I've actually seen a bunch at the gym, which is weird.
So, like, do the cats go crazy and try to get them?
No, they just kind of stare at them and are like, whatever. Dallas, though. Oh, boy. So, when we were heading to the game, there was a plaza nearby that had like a bunch of or a couple of restaurants, some eateries and whatnot that you could actually park at if you paid, and like just walk to the stadium because it was like a 10-minute walk. So we had a bunch of time to kill, so we walked the perimeter of the plaza, and we go down this like this pathway that was like just completely abandoned almost. Like it was empty. There were no cars. None of the buildings or the spaces were occupied. But it looked like a goddamn zombie apocalypse if all of the zombies were crickets.
That's crazy.
But it was just all dead crickets.
Like just dead crickets?
Like I would say thousands of dead crickets. Yeah, like there were a lot.
And you didn't see. This is what separates you from me.
Okay.
Like you see a zombie apocalypse of crickets, and I see a business opportunity.
Oh yeah, what's the business opportunity?
I say we go down to Walmart, we get ourselves a couple of things of them semi-sweet chocolate chips, scoop up all these crickets, we dunk them a little bit. You know, you put them on eBay.
Oh my!
Got some chocolate-covered crickets.
I mean,
that's
hey,
free business.
There. Sure. I mean, if that's what you want to do, come on down.
A lot of protein.
So, but anyways, so going back a little bit, so we get into Dallas like Saturday afternoon, and we were supposed to meet up with a buddy of mine who lives like 20 minutes outside of the city.
Okay.
He wasn't feeling well, so.
Okay.
I mean, that's what happened. He texted me. He's like, "I'm not feeling well. I hope you guys enjoy the city and the game." We were like, "Okay, cool." We were kind of hoping, though, that we'd be able to meet up with him to be like, hey, what is there to do around here?
Right.
Plus, you kind of got that person who's somewhat familiar with the area to be like, oh, let's meet here and then go here.
Right.
So we get in, we check into the hotel room, and I'm like, all right, let's go get some lunch and do a little walking. Go see some sights, do a little attraction, hopping and whatnot.
Right.
So, not a lot of restaurants near where we were, turns out. So we stop at a burger place, get a couple burgers, and I'm looking up things to do. And there's like some museums, some galleries, but like they look kind of like, stuff you would go on during like a school field trip, and not really like
shit you would do in Syracuse.
Yeah, kind of. And we were looking for something like a little more different, but there's one thing that everything just kind of kept circling back to. So and this goes back to Dallas is famous for a number of things.
Correct.
One of those things is where JFK was assassinated.
Oh, yes.
So, and I'm not kidding when I say this. The top attractions for Dallas were basically, no matter what site we were on, no matter how many Google searches we did, the top one was always, hey, did you know JFK got shot here? Just like,
whoo, 60 years ago.
Yeah, it's just like, it's been a while. And I was like, okay, yeah. I at the time was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is where JFK was unfortunately assassinated.
Or was he?
Or, I mean, he was shot. Okay, wait.
I ain't saying nothing.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna get to that too here in a second, because there were some other people who weren't saying nothing. So, pulled up 25 best things to do in Dallas.
Okay.
Just to kind of give you a feel of what we were going through and trying to find stuff to do.
Good. Yeah.
So there's like a botanical garden.
Is that number one? Because fuck.
That was number one. Literally, number one was the botanical garden.
Oh, fuck everything.
Number two, the sixth floor museum, Texas School Book Depository.
Good fucking lord.
Which is kind of where I ended up getting stuck here, because we had to make a quick bathroom break. I just kind of wandered up here. I dropped my wallet. And then coming back from the game, I was like, hey, I gotta go get my wallet. And then, long story short, I got locked in.
So wait, you're in the bookstore?
I'm in the book depository.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were.
Where did you think I was?
I thought you were trying to make the shot, bro.
Make the shop?
No, make the shot.
Do you not know what the book depository is?
No, I don't know what the book depository is.
You just... This is where Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK.
See? I knew it. It's not possible, is it?
That was the joke.
We're so good at this.
4 years. 4 fucking years we've been doing this show. Hey, isn't our anniversary coming up? Is our anniversary actually this episode?
I don't know. I think so. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. This is where JFK got shot.
And I'm with beating off cats.
We still haven't gotten it together.
We never will.
Oh my god. Okay. It's bring it back.
Make sure you subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe because you're going to get plenty of premium content. If you want to advertise, we're taking on sponsors. That's, it's truth. But anyways, number 2 on this fucking list is the goddamn Book Depository Museum. Oh my god. And then there's like a museum of nature and science. And then there's just like a bunch of parks. Which, are mostly just like open fields. Oh, hang on. So you got a bunch of parks, which are a lot of like open fields. Doing like Google like map searches for stuff. Like literally one of the things that kept coming up was the grassy knoll.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I don't think we need to go there. So like, and then I come across, the Texas Theater. I like theaters. I like retro things. This thing looks retro as fuck. Right. They could be playing like some cool old movies, maybe even something new. Maybe it's kind of like the Hollywood Theater, in Mattydale. Right, maybe it's like a dollar theater. And I'm reading the listing. It goes, a visit to the historic theater to watch a movie or special event will have the family feel as if they have stepped back in time. Now remember, this is a place that's fun for the whole family.
Yep.
This is a piece of Dallas history that has been brought back to life, having gained historical fame as being the location of Lee Harvey Oswald's hideout and consequent arrest for the assassination of President John F. Kennedy and killing of police officer J.D. Tippit on November 22nd, 1963.
Wow, they're banking hard on JFK.
But hang on. It was also the first Dallas theater to offer air conditioning.
Oh, well, fuck.
And they have a vintage Pac-Man game in the lobby.
See, if I was a duct man and like I was also that guy that beat Pac-Man, this would be the jam.
And I want to say there was like one more, but like there was also the George W. Bush Library and Museum as well.
Who got shot there?
America. And then no joke, on a list of the 25 best things to do in Dallas, Texas, coming in at number 21. Visit the half-price bookstore.
What the fuck? The Cowboys didn't make the list, bro.
The Dallas Cowboys did not make the list. Neither did the Dallas Mavericks or the Dallas Stars. Here's one of the other things I want to get to.
So going to the game was off the beaten path.
Going to the game was off the beaten path. And this is what I want you to imagine, too. Okay. Mm-hmm. Erie Boulevard. You know it. You've driven down it. Now,
every day.
Imagine a gigantic stadium just right in the middle of Erie Boulevard.
Like the road leads directly to the stadium?
No, like it's just in the middle of that area.
Oh, so it's like between the goddamn Golden Corral and the Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That's what AT&T Stadium is like. Just
so you can go watch the Cowboys lose, and
you
then
can go watch them lose, and then head on over to the Panda Express, because that's where you paid $80 goddamn to park.
Right.
Like it was. So we, fucking hell. So we pull up to this plaza that's kind of like right as you get off of the highway. Mm-hmm. And almost kind of like, it's like I said before, it was like a 15-minute walk to the stadium. So it wasn't that bad. And we go over to the sports bar because like that's where we were meeting to pick up the tickets. And they've got a sign up front that says, if you spend $50 on your bill or buy a $50 gift card, you can park in the lot for the game.
Oh.
Come to find out that this would be a trend that every single business on the boulevard was offering, except every block you went up added another $10.
Well, of course, right.
Yeah, which I guess made sense. Like up directly across the street from the stadium was like 120 bucks.
Jesus Christ.
But it's like, it's not like local businesses necessarily. It's, the Panda. It's like the Panda Express. You can pay 80 bucks to park. An AT&T store. Like
no, you have to buy $80 in Panda Express.
$80
to be able to park there.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, you're gonna shit your brains out the whole show.
So we hear that there's a yogurt shop in the plaza that's just as long as you buy something, you can park in their lot.
Oh, okay.
So we're like, we go to the TGI Fridays, we get some lunch.
Oh.
And
how is the Texas TGI Friday experience compared to the Syracuse TGI Friday experience?
Probably a little bit better.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit better.
Because the bar is low, brother.
Bar is low. And I thinking back to it now, I probably should have asked them if they had a parking option or something. Because again, all we heard was, you just buy something at the Froyo stand and you get the park there.
Right.
So we go and we walk in and we're like, all right, so what's the parking deal? And he goes, everywhere around this plaza, $50 you can park. Here, $40. Just like, all right, man, whatever. So
we're already here.
And I'm like, can we get two? Because we were actually going to get drinks there. We're going to get boba tea. So I was like, we'll do like 2 boba teas, and then can we get like the rest on a gift card for the $40? And he goes, I only have $25 gift certificates. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking killing me. And I'm like, well, can you just take them out of the gift certificates? And he was like, well, yeah. And I'm like, but he's like, no. He's like, gotta be the $25 certificate. I'm like, so just give me the two. I'm like, give me the 2 certificates, and then I want to use one of them. Well, no, because
he sold it as $50 everywhere else, but you had to buy fucking $50.
Yeah, but because here's what he was pitching to me. He's like, no. He goes, $40. That's all you got to spend, and I'm like, just give me the 2 gift cards, and then use one of the gift cards for the tea. Right. And he's like, but like, I'm trying to give you a deal. I'm trying to offer you $40. So like, you got the 2 teas and the gift card that comes to $33. So you've got $7 more. And I'm like, dude, I spent an extra $10 or I spent an extra $7 on shit I don't need. Like, it's right. At this point, I don't give a fuck.
Either way,
I don't want to be here anymore. Right. So so that was kind of the experience of like going to the game. But this is what I wanted to kind of wrap up with. In terms of the book depository, because I found this out after the fact, because I actually missed this coming into the building. So there is a plaque on this building that reads, I'm gonna actually see if I can pull up the whole thing. Riveting stuff here as I type.
I know the depository has got a computer set up for you to do the podcast tonight.
I told him how to do the podcast. So
it says, what's their Wi-Fi password?
We don't want to go there.
Who shot JFK?
Actually, it's Who Shot JR, which I still felt like was in bad taste. Because I mean, the guy's got Bell's palsy. Come on.
Right. My God.
Good God Almighty.
This is the best show we've ever done.
And listen, this is not a rib. This is not a joke. This is what the fucking plaque actually reads. On November 22nd, 1963, this building gained national notoriety when Lee Harvey Oswald allegedly shot and killed President John F. Kennedy from a 6th-floor window as the presidential motorcade passed by.
Allegedly. Amazing.
This
fucking outstanding.
This plaque in itself has gained so much notoriety that it is constantly defaced people come up to it, and I guess they scratch in underlines under allegedly. They kind of like they try to like chip it out. Like it has been fucked up. And I found an interesting article that I guess a local news channel put together. Somebody who was, I guess, joining the news team wanted to see the building. Primarily, they wanted to see the plaque. And what they talked about was, why does it say allegedly? Obviously, there's been a bunch of rumor and innuendo in terms and conspiracy theories as to what actually happened with the killing of John F. Kennedy.
Can I guess why?
You can guess why.
Why it says allegedly?
Yeah. I actually want to see your guess.
My guess is because he never had a trial. He was never convicted of the crime.
Look at you.
Come on now.
Look at you, man. Good for you.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Actually, there's a fun tidbit. The reason I know that actually is because the woman I used to work with before she worked where I worked worked for the Justice Center. And she used to be like the secretary at the Justice Center or whatever.
Yeah.
And one day, like, I had just started with the department. I'm not bullshitting, like a week earlier. And she walks up to me and she goes, "You want to know a fun fact?" And I go,
"You told me something about this." Yeah, go ahead.
And I go, "Yeah, sure. I like fun facts."
Yeah, sure. Fun facts get me through the day.
And she said, "Did you know that if there is a trial and somebody is on trial for, say, murder or what have you, whatever
it may be.
Did you know that if they kill themselves before the trial is over, they are technically innocent?"
That is correct.
And I'm like,
because in this, and
I just met you, but all right.
Because God damn it, this is America. And you are innocent until proven guilty.
Proven guilty.
Unless you allegedly did it. And were proven, and it was proven by like 4 or 5 independent
right. And I mean, like,
studies whether or not you actually did it.
We all know the Illuminati's out there. So, like,
I mean, I don't know that.
Stranger things have happened.
I don't know that. My eye's twitching. I don't know anything. But, like, yes, there were, like, over the years, there have been a number of administrations and commissions, I guess, that have gone through and studied the crime scene, studied all the facts, studied everything that they knew, and it was all... The body. They lost the body, didn't they? Or it was the brain. It was the brain.
No, Jesse Ventura. The body.
Oh, the body.
He investigated.
All the black choppers.
The shot's impossible.
The black choppers are coming, McMahon. We gotta get going.
This is the greatest episode
ever. But yeah, I found that interesting. But yeah, my overall Dallas was just like, it was just, we had,
for you?
We went to the aquarium. The aquarium was cool. And then we found the spaghetti warehouse, so we bellied up and had a drink.
You motherfuckers. Like, I swear to Christ.
I think what I want to do, because listen, it's a fine establishment. But I think what I want to do, just to piss you off, because I know how much it bugs you, is try to find everything.
I mean, even going to the fucking TGI Fridays was a little bit annoying. So.
Well, listen, like that was kind of the game plan all along, was to get food before we went to the game.
Well, yeah, but like, go to the fucking food truck or something.
There were no food trucks. Dude, there were no food trucks. It was like TGI Fridays, a packed sports bar, or Panda Express. So. But I think that's what I want to try to do, is like go to all of the locations that are like reminiscent of Syracuse. And just be like, that guy. Yeah.
Why did you bother to move?
Yeah.
You should do that as a separate vlog and upload it to the channel.
Ooh, maybe I'll do that.
You should.
Yeah. What is this, year 4?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, we are out of time.
What an episode.
What an episode.
If this episode didn't didn't persuade you to hit that subscribe button below, then and ring that notification bell as well, so you do not miss a show.
Sign up.
We
for
don't
the
know what else to do for you.
Follow
we gave
us
you
on
everything.
Social media. I gave you literally everything I had from this week.
Yeah.
I have nothing else.
No, nothing else to give.
Nothing else to give. Innocent
until proven guilty. So
that's what we.
Please follow us on all social media at Brainwreck Show.
Yes. Yeah, that was going to be my thing. At Brainwreck Show on all social media.
Oh.
Follow, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you want to see next.
Exactly. And please visit devilwithincomic.com and get your issue number 1 and 2 today. And for this week, I'm Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been Brainwreck.